call?
Yes, I did. Welcome to the Rotary Club meeting. Our last April meeting is, no, we got one more in April, don't we? The 31st.
April 31st, that's you right.
Yeah, April 31st, you know, our April meetings. Okay, we'll start by saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance. You guys are having too much fun over there. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Jim, it's only 30 days in April.
Pardon?
There's only 30 days. 30 days in April.
30 days.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, this is true. I'll tell you.
Somebody pointed out to me, there's only 30 days in April, so I'll go along with that. Okay, I'll just say a quick little opening. We'd like our Heavenly Father to bless the food we're about to eat, to help the situation in Ukraine, and to make our Rotary Club better and more functional than it is. Amen.
Amen.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
I do have some Rotary announcements. For one, we're sending full students to RILA, which is our Rotary Youth Learning Academy, Leadership Academy. We sent 40 kids between Michigan City High School and Marquette to the World Affairs Conference in Valparaiso. We're doing our Alpha Dumpling this week. And I know some of you are going today, some of us are going tomorrow, and some of us have already worked this week, so it's good. And all of that's coming up. But I want you to be ready for some big changes in June. Okay, we had a board meeting yesterday. We're planning on having a Rotary open house where we're going to invite all current and past Rotarians and future, right, current, past, and future Rotarians to our open house. It's going to be no charge to the attendees, and the whole idea is to get people back and excited about Rotary again.
Rotary homecoming.
Rotary homecoming, that's right.
The most special place in Michigan City, too.
Thursday, June
2nd, I thought, yeah. Thursday, June 2nd at
Parker Hall.
Parker Hall.
To be determined.
We don't have a time yet, right?
No, not yet.
Okay. Mark your calendars for that day. We're going to have that homecoming coming in that day.
It'll be like a Thursday.
Also, we're thinking about switching to a couple of breakfast meetings instead of lunch meetings. So what I'd like you to do is let me know, and I'll put a little form out there that you can fill out real quick. What would be good times for you? We can meet at 7, 7:30, or 8, and we can meet for an hour or half an hour or 45 minutes. One of the places I was looking at, how many of you know about Minnows, a restaurant called Minnows? They have a little room associated with it. They serve a pretty good breakfast. So I thought maybe we could meet there. We're going to check into that, see what we're doing there. How many of you like the idea of a breakfast meeting?
And I don't even need a full meal, like just coffee.
Well, what we'll do is just we'll order off the menu.
It shortens the menu, right?
Yeah.
The time that you can eat it, if you're just there for coffee.
Right. But we'll basically, what I was thinking about doing is just letting people order off the menu. And then we'll just pay whatever the bill is. In other words, the club will pay. You guys order off the menu, whatever you want, and the club will pay whatever the bill is.
How would you budget for that if you don't know who's going to pay? No, that's a.
We'll figure it out. It's in June. We'll work on it. Anyway, those are some major changes I think that are going to come about. We're going to start a little more networking going on. We want to have more people come in and talk about their business and what they do and how they can help other Rotarians out in their business or what's available to them, so that you guys know who your fellow Rotarians are and what they do and how they can help you. We're also going to do a little bit of what I call elevator talking, where people I want them to come up, and I started a little bit online about why am I a Rotarian? So we're going to have different members come up and talk to the group about why they're a Rotarian and why they want to continue on. So if you get a chance, go out to the website, click on that link at the bottom of that article and enter into the system why you are Rotarian. And that'll get us started with the open things. Anybody else on the board who got anything else you want to mention? I don't remember. I'm an old man now. I got to get help from people. All right. Yes, Matt.
President and president-elect. President changes, right?
Oh, yes. Terry Bolts has agreed to become president-elect because Nicole is leaving town.
I was
Got a
muted.
job up in Petoskey, Michigan. I told her it's not a long commute. And she could come down. She didn't go along with that though, so we couldn't get that to work. But so she's moving off to Petoskey with her husband. Terry said he'd step in, and we're looking for a president-elect to go with Terry. So if any of you guys are interested, let me know. If you know of anybody who might want to do it, let me know. And Terry know too, so we can get moving on that. Anything else on the board? If not, I'll turn it over to our sergeant, Pat.
It's not how I think that the board might want to make a decision on it. I have an Indiana flag if you want one.
An Indiana flag?
If you have a pole for it or want to get a pole for it. If you want it.
We'll talk about it at a board meeting, see.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Anything else? If not, I'll turn it over to our Sarge.
It would be me again.
Which will be you again, yes.
Only fair.
You were actually scheduled today.
Signature. All right, we're gonna auction this off.
Oh, you want a signature? Nobody was gonna want this. I want it.
There you go.
I bid $20.
Oh, your signature. I don't write my-
Look at
I don't
this.
sign my-
This is the latest feature. Who do you think is featured? Let me see if who do you think is featured on the cover? It's Katie. We have this signed copy, rare signed copy. That would be truly a collector's item for your valuable collectibles at home. And we're gonna start the bidding off at $20.
Oh,
There it
wow.
is. I hear 20, I hear 20, so I hear 21, 21, 21, I did 21.
I knew I'd bid somebody.
I'm the sucker, right? I hear 22, I hear 22, this rare copy, 22. Oh, this rare copy with, and you know that this is Rotary money, it's all going to good causes, scholarships, it's gonna go to you at the zoo, it'll go to, no, that's good stuff.
You guys, and you guys online, you know, you can unmute and bid.
Look at this, you guys can bid.
Okay, I need this.
signed
I'm at
copies
25.
signed.
I'm at 25.
25.
25.
25. Come on, man, you scored. So you're 26, 26. Oh, you're 26. Come on, Tom. 26.
I'll do 26. I'll do 26.
Oh, $25.
Who did I outbid? I don't know.
Now, who gets this to hold it, keep it safe for him?
Matt, I trust you. We're only a few doors down.
There, go put it in the box.
Put it in the box, okay. Well, that was fun.
Oh.
Go to the order, wait a minute. Visiting Rotarians. We have any visiting Rotarians?
Right.
All right, please introduce yourself.
I'm Jason Triplett, the new assistant scout executive for the LaSalle Council of Boy Scouts of America.
Cool.
And current membership would be sitting out with Rotary Club of Omaha, Millard in Nebraska.
Oh, we can change that.
Seriously, you know, there are several Rotary clubs in northern Indiana, but clearly we're the
This is month one, so I'm still getting around to a few.
All right, and we got options now, breakfast meetings,
Yeah. I
lunch
guess.
meetings, they're all pretty cool. All right, any visitors, we have guests.
You know, right?
You're not a visitor, okay?
I'm kidding. This is your first meeting of the year?
Is it your first meeting of the year?
No, I've been online. If it's good enough for Maggie Starks. It's good enough for
She brought Maggie Sparks in. I'm done. I'm going against Maggie.
No, I've been online.
Remember the second part of the four-way test, folks, is it fair to all concerned?
Yes, I felt like that.
Is it gonna build goodwill and better friendship?
All right, do we have any,
We're just happy to see you.
Thank you.
do we have any guests?
I have a guest with me. This is Danny Hogan. He's our membership director.
Hello,
Welcome.
thank you.
Welcome.
Collector. You want to stand up and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, my name is Danny Hogan. I am the membership director of the Michigan City Chamber of Commerce. I grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, but have been connected to Michigan City for as long as I can remember. My family's had a place in the area, so I've always spent summers around here, and excited to be here in Michigan City and at Rotary.
Welcome, Danny. Danny is an awesome guy. I put
It's all up for
him a couple weeks ago.
Okay, let's do good in the order. Anything to share today of interested import? Yes.
Yes, interesting and important. Thank you all for having me as a guest today. I wanted to let you know that on next Thursday, May 5th, thank you. We will be dedicating at Franciscan Health Michigan City the walking trail and the long-awaited bench project for Ms. Jessica. And so if anybody would like to join us there, it'll be a real short ceremony, and then we can walk the path, take a couple pictures, and then come out here and have lunch. So that's one thing.
Where would we meet?
You would meet in the emergency parking lot. So wherever you see, there's actually a really nice signage as you pull into Franciscan Way, you've got the Kirby driveway. You'll see a sign, it's green, and it says Nature Preserve. And so this is a joint project with Shirley Hines Land Trust. And you'll see a parking area there. It's at the head of the trail, which is, of course, with a little bit of arm twisting, where our bench is.
All right.
Place of prominence. So that was one thing, and wait, I have another thing.
What time is it?
That will be at 11 a.m. next Thursday, so right.
Oh, yeah, next Thursday. Okay.
Wait, there's one more thing.
You're all.
And
On our
skip me,
website.
whatever that is. I'll have to remember the other thing I should have written down.
I'll go back.
I wasn't sure how this worked here.
All right.
I didn't know.
Yes.
I don't have any dollars, so.
Give us.
Yeah,
I got a
I don't really have anything, but
Tell us how-
earlier this week at Michigan City High School, we did a track dedication to Barbara Jones Slater. I don't know if you guys were all there for it, but it was an amazing event. She's a two-time Olympian, who was a teacher at Rogers High School, and most of her students didn't even know that she was an Olympian, and she was just the most lovely person. I got to spend the whole day with her, so it was a great day at work, and APC 7 Chicago came out to interview her, so as a person in PR, that's, it's a wonderful day.
Tell us how Apple Dumpling is going.
It's good, I think, as long as everybody gets their books, which I think. They're on track for. So if anybody wants to volunteer to coordinate Apple Dumpling next year, let me know.
I had to switch my times for tomorrow, to take a different, time, so there is one slot that I know of that's open in the morning. You check online, I think it's 9:30 in the morning at
Lake Hills.
Lake Hills. So,
Jessica, mine's at 1:30, right? Or 1 o'clock. I could do that one if someone else wants to choose one of the two. What?
Barry, can you switch?
I could switch. Yeah, that's fine.
Or do both.
Well, there is that.
I don't know.
Lake Hills at 9:30, Terry.
The what?
Lake Hills at 9:30 tomorrow.
All right.
Right.
What's the
Lake Hills.
address there? you know, offhand, what road?
Ferguson?
Yes, it's over, well, near the beach.
Lake Hills and Ferguson.
It's off Lake Hills Road.
All the signs, there's literally signs out there for Lake Hill School.
Okay.
It's kind of-
All right.
Map.
Lake Hills School and Michigan City.
We'll get you there.
That's good one. All right.
I have a $1 for my guest here today with me. And most of the announcements I'll make during my presentation today, but say outside of chamber stuff, that's huge. My kid, all three of my kids, I brag on a kid, yeah. My oldest, she's graduating this year. She just finished all registration classes in the fall at Butler University. She's gonna study music education. The plan is to dual major in both vocal performance and band so that she can come back and be a rock star teacher at the high school level is what she really wants to do.
Does she want to teach?
She does want to teach in Michigan City at some point in her life. Being that close to Indy, I know that there's a really big chance that it's gonna be hard to bring her back home, but, and then I'm gonna stop talking about it because I already am very emotional about it. So she's my best friend. I know that's not what parents are supposed to say about their kids, but
Yeah.
she is my best friend. Aside
All right.
from
Boy,
And my
what's happening-
sister.
what's happening at the State House?
Oh, we don't talk about the State House. Let's talk about the State House, that's okay. I have $1 just for being here today and for Rotary. I have $1 for the really gorgeous weather out. It's not hot out, I love it. I can't find it. Last Saturday was so hot for me. I have $1 for our guests and our visiting Rotarian today. Manny, I haven't seen you in forever. I didn't even recognize you. You probably don't recognize me either.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, you know Patrick Boyd?
Yes.
That's my son.
Okay.
Yeah. I have $1 for my son who's starting his next D&D adventure with friends tonight at my house, which means we have to clean the house. I didn't see my dining room table for the first time in months because it was loaded with Legos. He cleared off the table in his office, so we put the Legos in there. Then he took the papers and put them on the table. And the other two are just for really good. I remember, Bruce.
Bruce?
You gotta get $5 for this first. For our guest and for the Boy Scout executive there. And let's see, what else? Oh, got prom Saturday night. Oh, the youngest daughter, so that should be fun. It's 80% chance of rain, so we'll have umbrellas in the picture. And I'm looking forward to apple dumpling time. We haven't did it for a couple of years, so that should be pretty fun. Thank you.
I got $5 also, yes, Katie, but also $2. I'm wearing my Notre Dame shirt today, just as a reminder that the district conference is being held in just Notre Dame on the May 20th and 21st. Registration is online.
Okay, let's start with this table.
Since I wasn't able to get $20 away for the famous autograph. I think we ought to recognize the other famous that we have here today, Clarence. With
Yeah.
all the transformation, he's gonna be blamed no matter what.
No, we passed the blame to the mayor.
Oh, okay.
He gets all the credit, pass the blame off to the politicians. Thank you.
There's a couple of dollars.
Clarence is like, I'm not saying
Discreet. He's very discreet. Okay, President.
All right, I got a couple of dollars, so I have to do 50 cents at a time there, because I only got $2. So I'll give my first donation, will go for Jason being here from Boy Scouts. And then we're gonna have, I wanna give him some money for our great speaker that we have today, our Rotarian speaker. I love Rotarian speakers. I do want to compliment, I believe everybody here who is a Rotarian is participating in apple dumpling.
Yay.
So I think that is great. I think you got 100% participation of the people at this meeting who are Rotarians. So that's very good. I really think that's exciting. And that's it. That's what I got.
It's not too late to sign up.
That's right.
Okay, I got a couple dollars and I wanted to share this with you. This is kind of a continuation and a spin-off on why I'm a Rotarian. So am I in the camera?
No, go back that way.
Back here. Okay. Back
You were there. There you are.
Yeah. All right. So this is kind of a spin-off. We invite you all to go to our webpage and add in why you're a Rotarian. But I shared this with Jim the other day when we had our board meeting. This tomorrow morning at Trinity Episcopal Church, most of you know, we have Barker Hall, and this extraordinary building, this huge facility that was donated by Catherine Barker Hickox in 1929, the 92-year-old building with amazing spaces that is truly underutilized. And we've been participating in a Lilly grant-funded study on how a church can better use their facilities to connect with the community. And as a wrap up to that, we were asked to invite community leaders to meet and discuss, give us ideas, discuss this as we meet with the national committee that's coming to meet with us. So some of the folks I have coming, Clarence, Katie, Maggie, a few others. And I was telling Jim, the truth of the matter is, I wouldn't know any of you if it wasn't for Rotary. That being connected through Rotary has connected me to community leaders that allows me to put service before myself by helping my church and helping promote the community. So that's my little add-on story to why I'm a Rotarian, because we can serve the community better because we're all connected here and we know each other and we can help each other. So thank you, Katie. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Clarence, and all the others that will be coming tomorrow. And I'll give you a little report some in the future as what I can come up with. Thank you so much. Okay, so I got one riddle.
Don't forget to ask them for good of the order.
Oh, yes, we didn't do good of the order up here. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. I got my $2. All right. Maggie, good of the order.
Hi, everybody. I'm Maggie Sparts, president of the Unity Foundation. And again, kudos to Jim Wellborn for holding us all together, but also making it possible for us to visit virtually because it was either this or nothing. So I really appreciate it. It's just, I'm so proud of this group, especially Jim for doing this. It's really cool. So and I promise when I'm there at the next meeting, I'll bring, many $20 bills to make up for the meetings that I wasn't there to give you my ding ding dollars for whatever. But I did want to do a shout out to, Katie for her article, and then for Debbie Tatum. So usually Debbie's up here and I'm in there. But that trail she's talking about, and I won't be able to be there, I have another commitment, is no small feat. When they decided to locate the hospital there, it was part of it was a wetland. And because we had a watershed plan for Trail Creek, the hospital people, construction people knew what they had to do. And then they took the extra step to make that into a peaceful trail, taking advantage of the natural resources there. So it was no small feat, many years in the making, right, Deb? Yeah. So anyway, it's just good. So shout out, I'll give some bucks for that. And then just another two little things. One is our community grants deadline or application process will be open on May 6th, and it's for up to $5,000 grants. We were increasing the amount now. Organizations can apply for up to 2 because we know you have lots of different programs. So that's cool. Free cheese for the community. We're increasing the budget from 150,000 to 200,000. So we'll have more money to give and bigger grants. So May 6th, look for that. And then, yeah, Matt, you'll be, everybody has an idea, Katie, everybody. Jessica. So the other thing I want to announce, because I won't be able to be at the next 2 meetings, is I'm going to I'm doing something that I don't think no Hoosier woman has ever done. And I will be inducted into the Island Goat Sailing Society in Chicago on May 7th. And that is for a sailor who has completed, or at least started 25 races, sailboat races from Chicago to Mackinac. And I've done 26 of them, and I'll do at least one more this year. But I don't think there's any Hoosier women who've ever achieved that. So it's kind of cool. I'll probably have a casual event sometimes this summer at the yacht club, but I know my dad would be proud. So it's kind of a cool thing. So I'll give some money for that too. Thanks.
All right, Terry. Up, you're
I'm mute, I'm mute.
there you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, you can.
All right, so I owe 26. So when I'm in next week, I will bring 30. I'll do $4. So one, of course, Jim, thank you so much. You're doing so well for the club, keeping everyone together. And Katie, our speaker, of course, $1 for her. I'm super excited to hear you speak today and see everyone, at least virtually. And also some good news. I was requested by a club to assist with being a president. So I'm super excited about that. $1 for the club to give me this opportunity. And also another $1 for Fabiola, of course. So my wife is pregnant. So we're going to be having a kid. That was the goal, get a house, settle down, get comfortable. And here we are in Michigan City. This is our home. So I'm glad to call you guys friends and family and just continue chugging along and enjoying life and loving here in Michigan City. So I owe $30.
When do the doors open on your business?
We're having 2 more. We were going to order what we talked about this yesterday. So we're waiting for 2 more desks.
Okay, awesome.
Yep.
And what's the address?
622. Yep. And you are 628, right?
I'm 617, but what, it's
Oh.
622 what?
Franklin.
Franklin Street, there we go. That was a pulling teeth. Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know I was supposed to give a little plug for my business.
You are when you do when you get asked questions.
So.
Shit, right, you know. Okay, we're gonna ask you to pull a ticket and read the.
So I know
last-
he's trustworthy.
I can try, because it's the truth. All right, read the last 4 numbers.
Last 4 numbers, 3730.
That happens to be me.
Yay!
Take a selfie, my drawing.
You should.
Yeah,
That might be hard.
Katie's gonna take a picture. All right, you can get over here so you can see the.
Whole
You
thing,
you have to see the cards.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
So much pressure
The
now.
old Matt or the old maid.
No, you're not.
See, we'll do a lot.
Oh, you were so close.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, it was right there.
The
All
queen
righty.
stays alive.
So, Jessica, you're introducing our speaker today.
I
I
can introduce
got
myself.
one riddle for you. Before we go, I got one riddle for you. So, something it's a real conundrum, I don't understand. Why do we have fingertips, but we don't have toe tips? But we can tiptoe, but you can't tip finger.
For the same,
There's your-
the answer is for the same reason there's interstates in Hawaii.
There you go.
Hey, Matt, I have a joke.
Okay, go ahead.
What's a pirate's favorite letter?
Arr.
Oh,
The C.
Thanks, Jessica. Now I have to follow up that. Oh, Come on. Come on.
gotta be better.
I forgot to hand this to you earlier
Yeah.
for my presentation. But that's okay, I'm gonna do an introduction first. before I-
Yeah, make sure you stand where the camera is.
Oh, well, I didn't really want to be on here.
You
Mom.
have to walk, yes, you do.
Where is it? Well, that's weird. And I'm not looking at you guys. I'm looking at Dad.
Oh, you can.
Stand way
There you
over
go.
here.
Oops. Now your thing came up here. Just a minute.
The Rotary, the one that says Rotary presentation.
Yep, I figured that might be it.
All right, so I got 12 minutes. All right, so I think most of you in the room know me, but I am born and raised here in Michigan City. I've lived in the area my entire life. Graduate of Michigan City area schools, go Wolves, and a product of Purdue Northwest. When it began as Purdue North Central, did my undergraduate there. But not able to have a voice at the table, we are that voice for them. And so when we have meetings, like Matt mentioned, this meeting that we'll be going to tomorrow to learn about what is the future of Barker Hall and the church, and we talk about how does that benefit the community. I'm not only there as Katie Eaton, I'm there as representing 370 plus members that have businesses or are doing business in this community. So we're able to be part of those conversations that every other business is not able to be a part of. When I meet with, some of our bigger businesses and or some of our elected officials, and I'm talking with them, it's not just about what do I want, but it's about what are all of our 370 members want. And the information that they're giving to me is then what I can relay on to others in our community. And so that's important. Yeah. So am I able to click through?
No, just tell me.
Yep, so you can jump past this because everybody understands what the chamber is and what it's not, right? And just really quickly, so we serve to be a resource to our members, businesses, and the community to promote economic growth in the Michigan City area. Keep going. I'm not going to read through all of this.
Sure.
This is the graphic that shows that 72% of our membership, so we're right on, we're probably higher than 3.
We're 385.
72% of our membership is located within the city of Michigan City. 75% employee count from that 0 to 10, as I mentioned. Another thing that we started tracking in the last year or so is our demographics, a little bit more of our membership makeup. And so 10% of our members are women-owned businesses, 6% minority-owned, and 2% veteran-owned. This is our staff. So myself, Katie Eaton, I'm the president. Janelle Elwood is our operations manager. If you call the office or if you need membership information or you're trying to get connected to a resource, she's usually your first person that you're going to reach out to. We get a lot. She funnels a lot of our calls about anything and everything that has to do with Michigan City. Yesterday it was all about part stickers. Danny just joined our team in September of last year as our membership director. And from what I see in our files at the chamber, it's probably the first time that the chamber has had, at least in the last 20 years or more, a role that's solely focused on membership. And so his role is recruitment, retention, and engagement. And the best part of his job is he gets to celebrate people all the time. He has a team of ambassadors, one who just happens to be sitting right next to him at the table. And they get to go out and just really celebrate business and engage with them and see what their needs are and then bring all of that information back to the chamber so that we can implement programs that they need. Yep, keep going.
Keep going.
Yep. So we are our board of directors. Currently, Jill Migren is the chair of our board. Kim Gianetti is our chair-elect. Past is Bill Gertner. Megan Appate is our treasurer, and Brendan Temple. These are all people that you know. They're great leaders within our community. You can find the full board is on the website. So some of our programs and committees that we have, probably the biggest one that we're known for is our Lakefront Career Network. It's our young professionals group. It's been around for probably getting close to about 7 years. And they really run themselves, almost like a sub-business of the chamber. They are amazing individuals who really, they take responsibility and ownership of that committee as young professionals. Janelle is our staff liaison. They have a great group of young professionals that do things. They were actually just here last night. They did an etiquette dinner with Purdue Northwest and Julie from here at Patrick's. And that's the second year that they've done that. Coming up, they will be doing a Discover the District, May 21st. They're putting together a Dress for Success event in July. They choose a spotlight organization every year. This year is Michigan Humane Society, and they'll be doing some fundraisers for them. They're going to do a pizza, puzzle, and pints night. Pictures night. And that's also in July, I believe. And then their annual trivia night that they do, which happens in October. So our ambassador committee, like I mentioned, is our engagement and retention arm that Danny oversees, and they get to go out and do lots of fun stuff. So this is the most recent visit they had with Anthony Adams' house over there. It's just celebrating them as an organization and a member within the chamber, and getting to know them and pushing information out about that organization into the community.
And that's when we can push Rotary out, right?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
We can totally do that.
I noticed there's somebody on there who might be able to help us.
Yeah, he's your guy. So some other communities that we have a LaPorte County Manufacturing Forum group that we do with partnership with LEAP over in LaPorte, as well as the Economic Development Corporation here in Michigan City, and also our LaPorte County Economic Development Group. It's really just bringing manufacturers together from across the county to talk about best practices and just building a stronger voice for that sector. Last time we met with them, we brought in our workforce partners so that they could learn about the different programs that are available to them in the workforce development and recruitment aspect. Small Business Council is something we started last year. It's a very new committee. Still trying to recruit some small business owners to participate in that group, but trying to find a time and day that works for small business owners is really difficult, as you might expect. And so we're continuing to work on that. One thing that we have had come out of that so far this year is we have a Black Business Council that has met a couple different times. We're planning some different events coming up this summer, so be on the lookout for that. Move on. Sorry. Some of you may be familiar with our Michigan City Chamber of Commerce Education Foundation Fund. I know Maggie is, because it sits through the Unity Foundation. And this is our opportunity, our fund that gives us dollars that we are able to support programs and initiatives that Michigan City area schools is doing that are not already funded by tax dollars. So one of the biggest pieces that we do for them is we help fund their donations newsletter that comes out every year, and it's kind of like their annual report on what went on with the school and what's coming up with the school system. And then our CEO roundtable is another piece that we started last year as we thought about what are those pieces that our members are trying to get done through the chamber. Advocacy becomes a really big part of that, making sure that we're looking at smart growth within the community and having a voice to that for our elected officials as well as for our residents that live in the area. And then all of these are more of your transactional kind of member benefits. They're listed on the back of that piece of paper that Danny passed around, so I won't go through all of them. Go on from there. New this year, though, we recently remodeled our lower meeting room, which is really exciting because we have usable space for our members to use. We actually had a group in there this morning that was using it for training for about 3 hours. It holds up to 22 people with tables and about 40 if you don't use tables at all. But it has all the technology just kind of set up like this. Has the camera installed, so if you want to do a hybrid meeting, that's available for you as well. Next week, we'll be doing a Google partner meeting there around branding. So the Google-led program will happen on the screen, and then we'll have everybody in the classroom learning together.
Did you get an elevator yet?
We do not have an elevator, no. We do make sure that if we're meeting in that room that we do say stair access only, because it is in the lower level. So some additional benefits, but one of the biggest things that I wanted to talk about, and I brought some with, is our Discover Michigan City guides, as well as our Discover Michigan City branding that we're going to be working on over the next probably several years. But this is our way of really kind of doing a little bit more on the promotional visitors tourism side to make sure that we're pushing information out about all of our great businesses that are in Michigan City and that make Michigan City a unique place to live and to visit. And so this one is specific for dining, shopping, recreation, lodge, and entertainment, because we do get a lot of foot traffic in our building because of our proximity to the beautiful lakefront and right there along Highway 12. A lot of people stop in during the summer months asking about, where's your favorite place to eat? How do I get here? And how do I go there? And how do I fish? And all of these kind of great things. So we put it in here, and then this is also available online.
Question.
You can go past that.
So are all the folks listed in here members
Yes,
of the chamber?
they are.
Awesome.
These are just marketing opportunities, and I'll just use this really to give you our annual events that we do. So we do our annual member dinner that happens the first quarter of every year, our golf outing, which now takes place in September every year, our Inspiring Women's Luncheon, which is happening in October this year, and then our annual New Teacher Luncheon that happens each year as well. We do give out some awards. Educator of the Year is one award that we give out to one educator within the Michigan City area. And then we also included awards in our annual member dinner this year. Our Young Professional of the Year is actually sitting in the room. And Franciscan was our Large Business of the Year. Social Q was our Small Business of the Year. And United Way of Fort Benning was our Community Impact of the Year. And then our Ambassador of the Year was Say Roberts. Some other opportunities, as a member, you have options to jump into some additional marketing and sponsorships. You can go past that. Keep going. Keep going. You guys probably don't care. Yeah. Oh, so this is what I want you guys to know is we do a networking event the first Tuesday of every month. So that's what's coming up next Tuesday at South Bend Chocolate Cafe. I would love to see Rotary members there. Rotary is a member of the chamber, so as Rotarians, you're more than welcome to come to that event at any time. Bring visitors with you that maybe want more information about the chamber or just networking with businesses in the community. We also do a radio show second Thursday of each month. If there's anything that you're trying to push out there, so when you guys do your open house, big event, we'd love to share that information on the radio show. Great. We'd love to partner with you on that, maybe even do it as a business after hours, so we can invite more chamber members to learn about Rotary.
Sounds good to me. What do you say, Matt?
If that's something you guys have interest in, we're always looking for partnerships.
Good.
And ways to promote. So all of those other things on there. Ribbon cuttings, we have another one. We have one coming up next week at Hopkins.
Comfort Food and Catering.
Thank you. And what time is that on Wednesday?
I believe it is 12:30 with the ribbon cut at 1.
So come to that, and then they're also doing a grand opening the following Saturday, and you can come out for that as well. That's right on Franklin Street. Yep. So that's about it. We're here for all of our members as well as all of our businesses and organizations. One thing that I think we did a lot of during the pandemic is membership kind of went out the door. We didn't really think about whether or not somebody was a member or not. We're just helping everybody. But we are an organization that needs revenue in order to survive and function. So membership is important for our organization in order for us to continue to do the work that we do. If you ever have conversations with a business in the community or an individual, you can join as an individual as well. We'd be happy to have you send them our way or send them Danny's way, and we'll sit down and have a conversation with them. Any questions? Yeah.
There was I could be wrong, but like 75% of your customers are in Michigan City.
Yes.
It seems like a big number to be out of Michigan City. I guess what's the purpose of having South Bend Airport as a member of Michigan City?
Well, what's the point for them? For them, it's promotion. Yeah, so a lot of times, anybody who's looking in the area and they're needing information about transportation, they're gonna look.
The airport is a little different because we only use the airport.
Right. So the majority, I would say, of our membership that we've probably gained in the last 6 to 9 months has been outside of the Michigan City area. And I think there's a couple reasons. One, because Clarence does a really great job at marketing Michigan City. And so every time he sends out a press release about some new development coming, we see that in our office as an influx in calls. No. Did you not just hear me say I need revenue? So
I can actually see businesses outside of Michigan City, or do they just come to you?
It's a little bit of both. We're not actively seeking businesses, but they want to do business here. They want to get connected to the businesses that are here. They want to get connected to our partners that are here. The chamber, typically any community you go to, it's going to be the first place that they're going to look at. How do I start networking and getting my name out there? Yep. And a lot of times they have a lot of client base. Like they might not have a physical office here, but their client base might be here. So attorney offices are that way, insurance companies are that way. Anybody that's doing service for like business services like an IT company or construction, they might not have a physical presence, but their client base is located here, or a portion of their client base is located here. Yes.
You gave the breakdown of the women-owned and minority-owned and veteran-owned. How many of those are blended together? I mean, it's not like only women-owned and only business.
No, yeah, a lot of them do have serve both, yes.
What approximate percentage is that?
Is that it's more than one?
Yeah. Is that-
I don't know, I don't think we've looked at that. I know that we have several that are, women and minority owned. I would say that'd be the biggest piece, especially Black women owned businesses. It's probably the biggest chunk that we see.
I think we do have one that does fit all three.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Genesis Skin and Beauty over on Johnson Road. She is a Black owned business, woman owned business, veteran owned business. And one of the other things that we started this year, as we've done some changing, I know I'm over my time now. We've done some changing in the way we structure our dues. And as we transition into that, our highest stakeholder level has the opportunity to gift a membership to a minority, women, or veteran-owned business. Cool. So, we definitely have put a focus on that. Yes.
Not a question, I learned a lot today, so
Oh.
thank you for bringing all that good information.
Sure.
Really.
There's probably like so much more I could still say.
I'm so impressed by this booklet. I think it's very well done, so kudos.
Thanks.
Yes.
All right.
Anything else? You want to do the 50-50?
We did that.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it already.
I was counting money.
And that's mode.
All right, thank you.